What is good, guys, and welcome to today's vlog. We are in Australia, the sunniest place on earth. I have to wear sunglasses. It's so bright from the sun here that I literally can't keep my eyes open. I'm like squinting like crazy. Semi's heading out now. One of our customers, 32 GTRs. He's gonna take it for a test drive. There's a whole bunch of other cars here. Probably some blasphemy here in this RX-8. You can get a little bit of a gist in there. There's an LS. That wasn't my decision. Customer gets what customer wants. This is one of Semi's project cars. S12 Gazelle Silvia with a VG30. This is not the motor, like, it's getting rebuilt. It's just in there for testing and adjusting the sump. Another one of Semi's project cars, a BE1. I think it just needs some back lines and it'll be running. We might get that running while we're here for 3 weeks. And you know what? Semi's RX-7's in that car park. We'll do its own video because it deserves it, because it's so freaking cool. And then, obviously, we're at a Taka garage. There's a few cool cars in here at the moment. Customers 34, getting a head gasket and head work done. Benny's over here working on a Ford Falcon, which you guys in America will know about because you guys are all going crazy over the Barra motors and buying them all from Australia and exporting them here. Should have seen a bit of that there. Benny's a rad guy. We'll show you his hairdresser car in a little bit later on in the vlogs. Another customer's 34. And this thing, don't worry, there will be updates and lots of videos about this while I'm here. We may even get the motor running or something, I don't know, or rebuild or fix, whatever. I'll explain what happened to it and why it's sitting there collecting dust and not being driven. But yeah, there's heaps of other stuff going around. The place looks like a mess because we've had to move into one of these sheds instead of two, and we're preparing to move. So stuff's everywhere. This is actually such a cool build. So this RB25 is actually from a 33, and it's like a fully forged bottom end. And he runs like original Greddy plenum and an original Greddy turbo kit. It's pretty big, so nice black Greddy plenum. That's his Greddy turbo. I don't feel like getting my hands dirty and picking that all up. We can look at it later. Here's something cool to look at. What happens when a CA18 drops a valve? Not a good time. All right, anyways, I'm rambling on and I'm kind of wrecked and hungover from the flight. So me and May, we're gonna jump in the car, head home. I'm gonna hang out with Josie, my border collie that I haven't seen in ages. And then we're probably gonna relax for the rest of the day and then maybe do some garage car related stuff after that. So, you'll see me again shortly, I think, maybe. Hey, sweetie. Hey, I missed you too. We haven't seen Josie in like a year. Good girl. I missed her so much. Oh my gosh. Literally looks exactly how I left her. I love the fact that my parents actually have space in their garage for me to store this. And it's just been sitting here the whole time. It's really dusty, as you can see. It's pretty bad. We'll give her a good wash, but man, it's so good to see her here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Battery's still taped up from the last time I was here when we had it out on track. Oh man. So sad. She's not going to run right now. She doesn't have an ECU at all. I got rid of the Power FC in here and sold it to someone. So we got some goodies to put in her to fix her all up. I'll show you that in a little bit. Hopefully we're going to be driving her at Drift Matsuri. So anyways, let me show you the goodies. So this is a car that I'm temporarily driving till I can get the 34 running again. Good old Bommodore. Semi Vanes' parents' spare car kind of thing. But these are the goodies I got to show you. So we got a Link G4 Plus ECU. We got the casing for an old 34 that we're going to be putting everything into. We've got a Link 4-bar map sensor. Got a Link boost control solenoid. We've got the Lambda, which is the air fuel ratio wideband sensor kit that goes to CAN bus. We've got the accessories loom. We've got the air temperature sensor. All the good stuff. So today and tomorrow, I'm going to be throwing the Link ECU and all those sensors and wiring looms and stuff into the 34, loading a base map. Then we're going to be taking the car to a dyno tuner, getting it tuned. Everything's going to stay factory in the car. Factory side mount intercooler. The only thing on there that's upgraded is like radiator and coil packs and stuff like that. So it's going to be really reliable, like maybe 200 kilowatts if I'm lucky, kind of drift car. So we're going to be drifting in a drift Matsuri. Fingers crossed everything goes well, nothing blows up. But before I go any further, I just want to say a huge thank you to Link ECU. It means so much to me to have a company like that sponsoring me and supporting me and believing in what I'm trying to do with this YouTube channel and the future and everything like that, business-wise, and just what I want to do with their products and my future race cars and everything like that. So a huge thank you to you guys for supporting me. And guys, if you ever want any Link ECU products, please send us an email and or hit me up in Discord, and I'll get you a discount code through the Otaku Garage website so you guys can get something. But yeah, anyways, just once again, huge thank you to Link ECU. It means the world to me that you guys are supporting me. All right, so I've taken the Link ECU out of its box, and this is the board as it stands. You want to be very careful with this. You don't want to accidentally have a static charge on your body and shock any of the components on the motherboard. So just be very careful with that. Link do provide a static proof shock kind of thing that you can put to earth and put around your wrist when handling it. But I've got a lot of experience working on computers, so generally what I do before I work on anything electronic is I'll go touch something that I know is grounded, and then that just discharges anything in my body. But anyways, a few things that I want to talk about is when installing these into standard Nissan casings, two things you want to take note of. I know that this is common on all the Nissan ones, is these little bolts on the side here. Take this bolt off, the little nut off, and this nut off, and then you screw that into the actual chassis here. So a lot of people forget about that, and then the whole thing can bend and flex if you try and put this in there without taking these nuts off. You leave the middle nut stays on, but these two side nuts come off. They're just there for transportation to make sure it doesn't loosen and fall off. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to put our Link sticker on this right away, because I want to cover this writing here saying there used to be a NIS tune in there. So we'll do that now. Alright, so I finished getting the ECU and everything inside the casing. I've got the accessories loom plugged in and ready to go. Got the USB cable plugged in, ready to go. I realized that I forgot to bring from Japan the little plugs and the wiring that I wanted to make for the CAN bus plug here. So I am going to have to order one from Link. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is borrow one that I've got at the workshop from the 180SX, so that I can get my Lambda kit to work, which is very important because this is your wideband kit that converts the analog readings from the wideband sensor in here through this little box to a CAN bus signal. And for CAN bus to work off this, you got to have a little adapter that plugs into the PCB board there, and then from that goes to this plug here. So you would have seen me make all of that cable and stuff for the 33.4. But anyways, everything's all good now. So I can pretty much slap this bad boy on, screw it all down once I get the CAN bus cable in there, and it'll be good to go in the car and ready to party and start wiring all the stuff in and put the base map on and go. All right, so I've been in the shed trying to get this battery charged up so I could start loading the base map onto the Link ECU and maybe get the car out and start putting the sensors in. But I discovered something really messed up. I was looking at the little battery indicator on the top end, and it said to add water because it wasn't really taking a charge, and I was like, well, what happened to all the water in the battery? It didn't just evaporate, right? Looks like the battery's been leaking, and I don't know if you can see in there, but it's all my paint has peeled off down in the engine bay there. It's all down and in there. It's everywhere. The acid is eaten through my lower radiator hose. So I'm gonna have to push my car out tomorrow, throw bicarb soda down everywhere to try and neutralize the acid. And then what I'm gonna have to do is obviously rip this battery out, put a new one in, but at the same time clean all of that up, get all the old paint off it, clean up the metal, put some primer down and repaint all of that white. I mean, it's not a big deal because it's the engine bay. I don't have to make the paint super perfect, so it's not a big deal. But it's just such a pain in the ass and really frustrating because these batteries shouldn't just start leaking like that. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just annoyed to find that, but it's all good. We'll fix her all up. And we'll go from there, I guess. All right, so obviously that whole battery situation, leaking and doing all that junk, has really frustrated me a fair bit, but there's not really much that I can do, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. And I guess it's going to be more content for you guys. We're going to have to clean that whole area now, paint it and everything like that. We're not going to probably get that done before material. I don't know, we'll see how time goes, see what I can do tomorrow. The main thing is in the next like 1 to 2 days is I need that thing to be tuned and ready. So tomorrow's pretty much main priority for me is to get the ECU in there, sensors wired up, the car idling on a base map, and then sending it off for a tune maybe, what's today, Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday would be great for a tune. So anyways, we'll see how we go. Today was kind of all over the place. Me and May were so exhausted, we crashed. and like fell asleep quite a fair bit, like around like 1 p.m. and slept for a bit, then got up, and it was all over the place. It's kind of how it is when you do like a really late overnight flight, a red-eye flight like we did. So we're kind of still like, I wouldn't call it jet lag because the time zone's only an hour difference, but it still kind of, I guess, is jet lag because, you know, you've just done this huge flight, you're exhausted, you're wrecked, you're dehydrated from the compression on the plane and stuff like that. So, you know, it's been rough, kind of, you know, I guess trying to be super active today. But anyways, tomorrow I'm pretty pumped and excited because I'm going to wake up super early, head to the garage and do a whole bunch of work and sort out a whole bunch of business stuff. I'm even probably going to be meeting the agent and taking a look at the building we're going to be moving into. So I may even be able to show you guys that tomorrow, which is going to be exciting. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say except I'm just excited about daily vlogs and talking to you guys every day and doing a whole bunch of stuff. Well, while we're here, I officially have a Drift Matsuri ticket now, so it looks like I am going to be driving at Drift Matsuri unless something happens to my 34 and I can't get another car to drive, so we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed, pray for me, guys. But anyways, I guess that's it. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And once again, I'm sorry this video wasn't like super in-depth and awesome like all my other previous videos normally are. It's just, we've just landed and we're trying to recover from our hella long flight. But anyways, once again, guys, thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Ja mata ne.